Leipzig in Germany hosted Velo-City this year. At this international conference organized by the European Cyclists Federation, private and public organizations and entrepreneurs met each other to learn about best cycling practices from around the world. There was an exhibition inside and outside, and the over 1,500 delegates from over 60 countries could visit over 60 sessions with well over 400 speakers. They could especially talk to each other, for instance over a coffee in the pavilion of the Dutch Cycling Embassy. The city of Leipzig and the country Sachsen were happy to showcase that Leipzig is one of the better cycling cities in Germany, where the modal share of cycling is almost 19%. Surprisingly high really, given the infrastructure. It was below 6% until the mid-1990s, but the aim for 2030 is 23%, and for that the bicycle should get a bit more space. Preferably like this. The many wide roads now lead to long crossings. There are on-street cycle lanes in different widths and colors, but they can suddenly disappear. There are also very narrow sidewalk paths that may end in a cramped intersection. You do see a variety of pedal-powered vehicles and a wide demographic on the bicycle, for whom there is enough parking space. The city centre is people-friendly, with lovely public spaces enjoyed by many. But there are always big roads nearby. Is Leipzig really leading the transition, as the conference title implied? The delegates listened to well-known speakers such as Carlos Moreno, the man who made the 15-minute city famous. What those cities could look like was visualized in a great way by Jan Kamensky. For cities to be truly equitable, we need to listen to all groups in society and share ideas from all over the world. Philipp Christ summarized things nicely when he said,
"In the end, all we are asking for is space. Space to meet, space to play, space to think, space to love, space to make mistakes, space to move on, space to live, space to be fulfilled, space to be shared, space to move using our own power, and space that we must make. And most importantly, space that we must take."
How hard taking space can be was demonstrated by this small strip of green paint in front of the main station, which caused a lot of controversy. For much bolder decisions we need politicians. There were many at the conference, but are they brave enough to really choose? There were more than enough experts and organizations to learn from, in workshops and presentations. The Dutch Cycling Embassy was very present, with the largest booth in the conference, befitting the country with the best cycling in the world. The delegates were quite visible in the city while they celebrated cycling, in parties and, no matter what the weather conditions are, the traditional Velo-City cycling tour. However, the sense of urgency that we need to change our cities now was maybe still not felt by all. It took the Dutch over 40 years to get where they are now, and that is not even enough. Others can do it quicker, learning from all the experiences. The city of Ghent in Belgium was able to speed things up in a remarkably quick transition. It is great that the next Velo-City Conference will take place there.